Tyler the Creator don't miss, okay?
He texted me yesterday and said, "Thank you for bringing me on tour and thinking of a small artist." And I'm like, bro, you're not a small artist. They just aren't familiar with you yet.
Peace, what's going on? It's Black Prophet here, and welcome to What's the Word? What's the Word is a series that I have where I spread the gospel of my life through the lens of Jesus Christ. So let's get into it. As you just saw, Tyler the Creator don't miss, okay? My hair, it don't grow. Just the same way Tyler the Creator don't miss. He's had a great current year where, call me if you get lost, and I'm being the cornball that I am. I've actually used that as a joke. So when I'm out with my friends and I'll laugh and I'll chuckle and they say, just call me if you get lost. I got DJ drama in my head or whatever the case is. But anyway, what was he talking about? He was talking about a lot of things in that very, very short clip. And if you haven't seen it, I highly encourage you to go ahead and check out the interview. That's that same interview where he talked about DJ Khaled didn't beat him in the charts, even though he had all of this budget, because it comes back to soul. But let's bring it back to this aspect of soul. Of course, we're going to filter this through the Bible. I'm going to start it off by saying that in Ecclesiastes 3, there is a psalm, a poem that's there that talks about there's a time for everything. There's a time for sowing, there's a time for reaping, there's a time for giving, there's a time for receiving. It sounds like it's a rhyme because it kind of is. Back then it was, and that's the biz. And that's terrible. That's just me. And why am I talking about that? I'm talking about because all of my creatives need to take this and take that video, save it, keep it in their phone as a remembrance of something for when they're going through their time right now, where they're feeling undervalued because you're not a small name artist. People just don't know you yet. Well, I personally need to adopt that mentality, but everybody else, if you're in theater, if you're working in theater, if you're working in art, if you're working in engineering, if you're working in fashion, if you're working as a painter, if you're working in anything that requires you as a creative, meaning in a broad sense, somebody that takes something from that's in their brain that was given to them by the Lord Jesus and said, here, use this. I want you to try to create this, and you think it's cool and you found it in your heart to create that, then you are creative. And then there are going to be a whole bunch of people that tell you, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that, sis. Look at your little whatever that you try to do. Just go ahead and do it. Ignore those people and push it out. Because that's there for a reason, which also brings me to Corinthians. In Corinthians, it talks about, Paul talks about how you give with your heart. Like the Lord takes glee in you giving with a full heart. These are things that are put into your heart, and then you would happily and gleefully want to do because it is a part of you, whether, again, regardless of what your skill is. And when it comes back to musicians specifically, the Bible also talks about how for all of eternity we're going to be singing the praises of the Lord, and because we're going to be up with one of you, we make it to heaven, we're going to be around each other for all eternity, having nothing but love and praising and shouting and being full. And so we got all the best MCs up there. We got Prince up there. We're gonna have all the best singers up there. We're gonna have hopefully we're gonna have some Whitney Houston up there. We're gonna have everybody you think of from all eternity. We're gonna be turning up, having a party, and then hopefully Jesus be the DJ up in here. Like, it's gonna be amazing. So we're naturally spiritual. So what I'm saying is that you will not be forsaken. All your hard work, all of these creatives, musicians, artists, anybody that is highly needed, but not highly valued. All you people are hard workers, and don't let anybody ever tell you about yourself and what your goals are. I don't like saying dreams. I like saying goals. So you wanting to be a photographer and making enough to pay, either just to pay your rent or make enough to make sure that you can take care of your family, that's a goal. You want to be a musician and now you want to do the same thing, that's a goal. Don't let no one ever tell you that what you're aiming to do is a dream. Feel me? And with that being said, as an ode to all of my creatives that are out there, I want to honor your time and your efforts. In collaboration, the Father found it fitting to partner me with my boy Riser, who I met one time by the strength of my man Say 1089, my man David, one time in New York 3 years ago, and we've been rolling with each other ever since. My man Riser has free loops on Friday, and so we collaborated. We both liked the product, so we released it. And because of that, we have $100 for 100 seconds contest. On your Instagram, you're real. If you look up Bashment Bay, you'll find it. If you look on TikTok, you'll find our beat. You can use it in an Instagram post, a reel, or a TikTok post. Be creative. Make sure it's catchy. We'll be judging on the submissions. And if you win, you get $100. And if you don't, if you come in second or third place, you still get some stuff. You get some merch that's exclusive from both of us. So with that being said, the contest ends September 20th. We're super excited to see what you come up with. Peace, love, and light to you all. Holla.